What's up, guys? So welcome to the stream, guys. Oh shoot. Okay, wait. I actually need to go get some water. I have like no beverages, so I'm gonna be right back. You guys can look at Linus and listen to some Georgia and Jolie and probably like Leighton Jordani, some techno stuff. Be right back, guys. I need that in my back seat too. Okay. I actually realized I still need to do work. I forgot to send a scheduler out for these. Oh, sorry guys, I have to work. I messed up, guys. Ugh. Okay. Uh, I'm like not even talking at all. I'm like working. I'm trying to do something. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay.
What we're dealing with here is a total lack of respect for the law.
We take control. Take control. Take control.
Okay. Sorry. So, today, I have just been so fucking swamped. Oh, I am so happy that tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, and I have nothing to do except for one client. Oh. Anyway. Fuck. Today, man. Let me see. Man. Let me go ahead and let me turn this down. All right. So, I just started a new job, and I mean, I already work as a software engineer for my regular job, but I just got a second job as a personal trainer at my local gym, and I had this client, well, these two clients, that my manager was able to, like, you know, kind of pull really quickly, like, for me. I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. And they originally wanted to work out on Martin Luther King Day, and I was like, okay, sure. And then when I called them the other day, we ended up doing it today instead. And then after that, I had soccer with my friends. And then I got home, and then I had to walk my dogs because I felt like I neglected my dogs. And then I went to the gym to work out myself. And then when I came back, I had to chase my cat, my neighborhood cat, around to try and give it its medicine because it has ringworm infection, which kind of just resolved. But I'm trying to like catch it so I could put some ointment on it, but it doesn't want it. And then like, I don't know. Like, oh my gosh, I just felt like I was so busy today. I was just like, yeah, I went to work, played soccer, went to the gym, chased my cat around, walked my dogs around 3 times, and man, I'm fucking gassed, bro. I had a great workout today though. It was back day, so did a lot of rowing, did some pullovers, and then we did kind of like Penlay. We did like Penlay bent over rows. Oh, and yeah, that was intense for me. Oh my god.
Is above your
Okay. Oh, sorry. Again, still working. Ugh. I mean, I'm a personal trainer, so like it's kind of like you just kind of have to do this stuff on like the time of the customer. But all right. I have like okay, so oh man, okay, I really needed to turn the music off. Man, let's just fucking chill. Fuck, man. Okay, so yeah, today oh wow. We need to watch this. This is crazy. Okay. I have like a bunch of React videos to watch. Anyway, today though, how did my day go today? Man, my day was pretty dang full. So like yeah, started off the day with oh my gosh, oopsies. Started off the day training some clients. Or actually wait. No, started off the day, woke up, did my morning routine. My dogs, fed my cat, everything. Um, went to the gym, trained my client. Um, two little kids, pretty cool stuff. They're able to. It was like their first like workout with a coach at the gym. So yeah, just did their assessments and stuff like that. It was cool, it's chill. And then after that, I went to go play soccer. Once I got back home from soccer, I was like, holy shit, I'm so exhausted. And I was like panicking about what to eat because I really wanted to go gym because I've been like lacking and on my gym days. And then I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna have cereal again. I had cereal for fucking breakfast. And so I had cereal again. And then went to the gym, worked out, forgot to bring my Gatorade with me. So I had to buy amino energy, which is not even really like electrolytes. Like, so yeah, I that was like my hydration. It was like really mid for hydration. It's a pre-workout, not a hydrator. And so I was like, oh my god. But I had a good workout regardless. Um, yeah, I kind of got to the gym late too, just because man, I was just so damn busy. Came back home. Got back home about like an hour and a half ago. And then since an hour and a half ago, it's like I made a litter box. I had to feed my dogs, my cat. I walked my dogs around the block. I chased my cat around the neighborhood trying to put ointment on its butt because it has like a ringworm infection right at the above its tail. And oh, it actually he popped the ulcers and released all the pressure, so he's like not in pain anymore. But he's still just like grooming it all the time, and like you could see the ulcer spots, but like he just wouldn't let me get a hold of him. So yeah, I even tried luring him with this food, but didn't work. This is gonna be more electrolytes than I got anywhere else today. This kiwi. I'm gonna just like take a big gulp of water after eating this. But honestly, guys, kiwi, like, I get like I don't like nobody likes eating like the pits over here, but like you don't need a fucking cut of kiwi. Like people spend 3 minutes cutting a kiwi and washing all like the shit to cut the kiwi when you could just rinse it with water. Oh yeah, and then they peel the kiwi too. It takes 3 minutes to cut a kiwi and everything. Bring out the board, knife, wash it all, and then cut the kiwi, whatever. Uh, like without peeling it. But then if you want to peel it, then it takes like another 2 minutes. So it's like, why spend 5 whole minutes to reduce the nutritional value when you could just. Like, What are we doing? We're like KB Lame. Look at that. Beautiful, juicy kiwi. All the magnesium, potassium, and vitamin E. And vitamin C in here. I don't know, it's like 70 grams of kiwi. Oh, nice and tart too. Now, I just don't understand the point. You know what I mean? Like, why do people peel it? It's just so much fucking work. The heck? My OBS is glitch. Oh. Why is this, okay. Alright, whatever. Anyway, let's react. I have like, fuck, okay. I guess this is why you peel kiwi. My hands are sticky. Sticky hands. Alright. I have not really heard much about the Nintendo Switch 2. I've only saw that like trailer and I was like, it looks exactly the same except like where they connect the control to the console is like, I guess, though it snaps on easier and so it's like a nicer user experience, it looks like it's gonna just fucking break. Though I can imagine that, you know, thick gold-plated pins are not that, like, easy to crack like that, but I don't know. Anyway, let's watch this video. Let's see what Linus has to say.
Nintendo spends a shocking amount of time and energy antagonizing the gaming community. And yet, I bought a Wii, I bought a Wii U, I bought a Switch, I bought an OLED Switch, and I'm gonna buy a Switch too. Why? Because nobody does what Nintendo do. I mean, who else could tease an upcoming console with the performance of a generation and a half old competing machine, and yet have the community say, sounds great, because the games for it are going to rock.
It's pretty...
Speaking of community scuttlebutt, this may be the most...
It is handheld. It is handheld. So as long as it doesn't make it go like 720p once you go handheld,
leaked
you know?
Nintendo hardware ever. And on top of the official announcement, there is a lot more that we know, or at least mostly know, that makes us pretty excited about the Switch 2. Let's begin the adventure of sorting through it all.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
No way. Did we get a Switch 2 early? Of course. It's our sponsor, D-Brand. The Mad Lads are doing it. They're making a kill switch case, this time for the Switch 2. You can sign up to get notified when it drops at dbrand.com/switch2. Always
Wow,
masters
that
of the
sounded-
Rooster Teeth, Nintendo gave us a mere 2-minute, 22-second tour of their attempt number 2 at a hybrid console. But while at first glance you might think it was pretty light on the details, the keen-eyed have been gleaning a ton of info. Let's start with the good news. Given Nintendo's track record of following up their most successful launches with hyper-confusingly named successors, simple 2 on the end of the name feels like a pretty smart move.
Yep.
Especially given that the vision for the Switch 2 seems to be remarkably similar to the original, just in a substantially larger package that actually looks a lot like the handheld gaming PCs that seem to have prodded Nintendo into action here. But don't kid yourself. The plain black
True.
exterior is packed with subtle Nintendo charm and refinements, like a better kickstand, a new dock, and 2 USB-C ports, meaning better ergonomics while charging, and better support for multiple accessories without needing a dongle. All
That's
without
pretty cool.
sacrificing the headphone jack. Now that is courage. The new Joy-Cons
True.
also look great. The magnetic mounting mechanism looks
Nintendo
way less finicky than the
buds.
previous sliding one, and thank goodness they are slightly larger for those of us who aren't literal children but still enjoy Mario Party. Both Joy-Cons appear to have infrared sensors this time, and we've seen speculation that this strange hole on the controller rail may actually be for a laser for mouse functionality. For a brief moment,
Wait, what?
the Joy-Cons were moving all mouse-like here, which maybe confirms the leaks from a few weeks ago. I don't know.
Huh?
Personally, I think it's more likely that it'll slot into like a cardboard cheese grater for a minigame or something, but who knows with Nintendo. Now, exclusive to the right Joy-Con is the mysterious
Was that fucking
C-button.
game?
Its exclusion
Honestly,
from the
that game
left
was so
Joy-Con leads
like
us
I
to
never
believe that
played it
controls
or
some
heard
kind of
or
function
like
in the
seen
handheld
anyone
mode.
play it.
On past Nintendo
But I've seen
controllers,
everybody
C
walk
often
around
meant
with those like
camera.
cardboard
But it
things.
could also be chat, or capture, or a connect button for wirelessly streaming games to your dock, like the Wii U. Okay, that one is speculation on our part.
Oh my
And
God.
besides, the only C that
The Wii U. That console makes me want to scream, dude. It was the Wii U was the most amount of potential falling flat. Like, I thought the console was actually not that bad. The graphics weren't that far behind. I mean, okay, they were really far behind. But, like, they were half a generation behind. And then when the Switch came out, it was like they're a whole generation behind. You know? Like, they were like a whole generation and a half behind with the Switch. But the Wii U was not that far behind. But I remember, like, that pad was, like, so quirky, but, like, nobody fucking knew how it worked. I remember it took so much research for me to find out if the Wii U was even worth it. And, I mean, it kind of was. Like, the games were pretty good, but they ended up getting all re-released anyway. But I remember, like, that pad, like, it was, I actually kind of liked it. I actually liked it a lot. It was just very ugly. And it was, well, I guess it was kind of useless on its own, but it was really their foray into making like a mobile device their like main product. Anyway, I'm just like yapping, but like, dude, like the Wii U was like, it was such a quirky ass device. It was like a Dreamcast.
that I care about is backwards compatibility. That's right, baby. You get to play your OG Switch games, both physical and digital,
Cool.
on your brand new machine. Now, there will be some exceptions. Probably the ones with the weird peripheral requirements.
Yeah,
But even
Nintendo
so, this is
Lapo.
fantastic news because there is a ginormous library of amazing Switch games, many of which performed like absolute dog shit on the underpowered
Oh my
original console.
god. Yeah.
The question is,
That's actually not
how
bad.
is Nintendo gonna roll this out?
They had,
Personally,
I mean, if they didn't
I'd probably
backwards
just settle
compatible
for more
it,
consistent
that would have been
frame rates.
terrible.
But I'd also be surprised, given recent industry trends, if we didn't also see next-gen visual updates. But will they be free for Nintendo Online subscribers? Will Nintendo and other devs provide them as paid patches? Or will Nintendo pull a Nintendo?
I just want to point out too, like another thing that's not too bad. I mean, like, how bad is the PS4, like, really graphics wise? Like, 2018, 2017, the graphics were not that bad, and they weren't that far off from. I mean, Unreal Engine 4. Look at that. It's not. It's pretty far off from Unreal Engine 5's like full potential, but like from the games that Unreal, like Marvel Rivals, if you compare that to like Last of Us Part 2, it's not that different. Marvel Rivals is beautiful though. But anyway,
and lock these patches behind a full-price remaster, forcing us to rebuy Donkey Kong Country Returns for the 5th time. The last of the good news is that this video unintentionally added credibility to some of the leakers who showed off not only the new shape and Joy-Cons, but also the specs. That's right. While you should
True.
always take leaks with at least one grain of salt, we're feeling pretty confident that this list will closely reflect the guts of the Switch 2. Let's start with the GMLX 30-R-A1 processor. Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? The GMLX 30 is an SoC, or system on a chip, that contains the CPU, GPU, memory controller, and the I/O. It's the beating heart of the Switch 2, and from what we know, it appears
I'm not gonna lie, I unsubscribed to Linus 2 years ago when that drama shit happened. I miss him.
to be a semi-custom 5nm variant of the originally 8nm NVIDIA Tegra T239.
I was a
from couple
soy
years ago.
cancel boy back then.
If that's true, it is going to be a big upgrade. I'm talking 8 tiered ARM cores instead of just 3, and a shockingly potent sounding GPU that uses NVIDIA's Ampere architecture, like the GeForce 3000 series, with 1,536 CUDA cores, 12 streaming multi.
So it's like a 3070 or 3060.
Processors.
Let me see. RTX. Oh my god, it's not even. It's not even. Oh yeah, well, okay, that makes sense. Sorry. Okay, that makes sense because a 3070 is... Oh no, 2080 Super, so... Yeah, the 3060 is what the PS5 is supposed to be. That's my bad. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys are right. Okay, so it's gonna be... So Ampere, but half of a 3060? So what, like a 3050? What's the CUDA count on an Ampere? Okay, yeah, it is definitely like PS4 quality.
And maybe even other features, such as an optical flow accelerator for frame generation, and
What would DLSS 3?
NVENC video encoding, which could add some weight to our hypothesis
With
about the
all this
wireless video
optimizing,
streaming.
okay.
Now, as for other big NVIDIA features, there
Oh.
is no official confirmation that Nintendo will implement support for DLSS AI accelerated upscaling, but you mark my words here, guys. If the Switch 2 doesn't have some form of AI upscaling, I will buy and eat an entire box of this Super Mario cereal with Mountain Dew as the milk live on Wanshow. It's gonna happen. Rumors also point to the presence of 48 Gen 3 Tensor cores and 2 ray tracing
That's
ones,
gross.
but I'm not eating anything if I'm wrong on those ones. We are a lot more certain, though, about the RAM. It looks like we're going to get 12 gigs of LPDDR5X memory clocked at 7,500 megatransfers per second. That is a big upgrade from the 4 gigs we had
My
before
dog's
at
having
up
a
to
nightmare.
1,600 megatransfers per second.
Sorry, I muted myself. This is Towel. Hi. Anyway. So I have this rug. And then I have... This rug is like the fluffy, comfy rug. And then I have my bed, and then I have like 3 dog beds, all in this room, and a couch. I have a couch in my room. Like, my room is kind of like a studio apartment. Like, if you just threw a kitchen in here, it'd be a studio. And like, my dog decides to just sleep on the other rug, the hard rug. She needs a hard bed. Are you okay, boy? You're so tired. You're making me Okay, let's go.
It comes with 256 gigs of UFS 3.1 flash storage rated at 2100 megabytes per second. Not sure if that's reads or writes. And it looks like it will be expandable using microSD Express, which is fantastic. It also has support for HDMI 2.1, although truthfully, on a Nintendo console, I'm a little less interested in high resolutions and frame rates, and I'm a little more interested in support for variable refresh rate, which goes a long way towards smoothing out games that are running at sub 60 FPS. And it should also help improve power consumption in handheld mode. And I hear what you're thinking, guys. Cool specs, bro, like your cool, well-fitting blank t-shirts on LTTstore.com. But what do the specs mean? Well, when Digital Foundry did their performance projection based on the T239, what they projected was base PS4 graphics performance augmented with modern GPU features and solid ray tracing support. And given that that lines up well with claims from Bobby Kotick, former CEO of Activision Blizzard, who honestly I wish we didn't have to mention at all, we're fairly confident that that's where we're gonna land. Not mind-blowing for a home console, but pretty exciting for a handheld console, especially one from Nintendo. Especially if you look at Nintendo's track record of delivering exceptional visuals on extremely limited hardware. Like, I can't wait to see what they can pull off on this thing. Speaking of games, the only game shown was presumably a new Mario Kart with possibly support for 24 players if the starting line's are anything to go by. And all I can say about that is, oh, bloody time! I mean, last time Nintendo released a new numbered Mario Kart, Luke
Fucking
still lived in the
2012?
basement
Oh my
at our
God.
Langley House studio.
Dude!
Outside of the video, we
He's green! Are they in Taiwan? Oh my god.
basement at our Langley House studio. Outside of the video, we have 3 other games confirmed for
The Langley
next-gen
House.
Nintendo
Oh my
platform
god,
releases.
that
But
was
after
so
we are
OG.
deep into Speculationsville. The
I think
last
they
Q3
even made a
Mario
set
game was 8
to
years ago,
look
so
like
we may
it,
see one
if
of
I
those.
remember.
The new Pokemon Legends and Xenoblade are
point.
due this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if they lined up
Ooh,
with
new
console
Pokemon
launch.
Legends.
Metroid Prime 4
Okay.
is supposed to come out at some point, so Switch
Come
2.
on. Let's
For
see
any
what it
degree
gonna
of
be
certainty,
like.
we'll need to wait until April. But seeing as the Switch 1
Ooh.
had arguably the best launch window in console history, and given that Nintendo clearly hasn't rushed this launch, I'm hopeful that Nintendo can deliver another explosive start to the new generation. As excited as we all are about the first-party titles, though, only time is going to tell if Nintendo's ecosystem will continue to attract third-party developers.
He really is.
The Switch relied heavily
Such a great presenter. All right. Ugh. Sorry. Another intermission. Okay, I had to take that. Work is hard.
On its
I should just get the
enormous
video
install
playing,
base
sorry,
to
guys.
incentivize high-effort ports. And there's no guarantee that, especially given that some games are clearly going to be cross-compatible, the Switch 2 is going to sell in such quantities. But on the other hand, developers probably won't need to run their games at sub-540p resolutions anymore. And
Yeah.
Microsoft has made no secret of their ambitions to grow their software share on
God,
other platforms.
I hate Microsoft.
And for that
Fuck.
matter, we've seen hints from Square Enix that former Sony exclusives like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth could find a new home at Big Red. In spite of all this, however, I doubt the Switch 2 will see the same kind of historic success as the original. First up, it remains to be seen if the performance jump will be big enough to entice the masses. Second, many people bought multiple Switches for their households. Sometimes one for the kids and, one for the TV. And as long as the games are also being released on the original Switch, and trust me, with an install base of over 145 million units, that's gonna be for a while. I'm not sure that those parents are gonna feel the need to upgrade to consoles number 2 or number 3 in the house. At least, not in the current economy. And finally, the Switch 2 has a lot more
Economy
competition
fucking
than the
sucks,
original.
bro.
The original landed in a completely barren handheld gaming world. It proved there was an appetite for dedicated handheld gaming devices, but in doing so, since its release, we have seen a flood of excellent options from other parties, like the Steam Deck from Valve and the Ally X from Asus, both of which can run Switch games better than the original Switch can, which, as long as the game libraries overlap, is kind of what the Switch 2 does. At the end of the day, though, as someone who pays for my games, I can't wait to get my hands on the Switch 2 when it comes out later this year. Just like I can't wait to tell you. Brand. They announced over a month ago that they were going to make a kill switch case for the Switch 2, and we've been told that it will be ready to ship on or before the launch date of the console? Wait, how do they even know when that's going to be? Those bloody robots. Anyway, we all know it's going to be super protective, but what we don't know is they have managed to design it so that the Joy-Cons are still removable. Now, a ton of us around here use their kill switch cases for our Steam Decks and our ROG Allies. We know they're not cheap, but you get what you pay for. Top-notch quality and excellent customer service. Head over to dbrand.com/switch2 and sign up to get notified.
I guess I'm just
You
not
can
a
pick
big
up
Switch
2 kill
user.
switch case for yourself. If you like Nintendo consoles, you should check out our gaming console tier list.
I don't have time. Honestly, maybe the Switch would be more for me at this point in my life with how things are going. Which means I'd have to leave you guys. Oh no. Oh, this is 46 minutes. I think maybe I watch this one on my own later. But oh my gosh, this one. So Bitwit. Dang, we're in some like weird like tech YouTube algo right now. But Bitwit, he's like a PC part reviewer. And wow, I guess he was in Altadena.
Of course, we are covering breaking
This is
news right now.
terrible.
The Palisades fire, another fire breaking
Let me
out
get
right
some
now. This one is
tissues.
being called the Eaton Fire.
The Eaton Fire, turning our attention to the Altadena area, as we've been reporting, has continued to grow in size.
Okay.
Alright, we're about maybe 2 miles away from my house right now, but it looks like they might have blocked the road to get to my neighborhood. That's why we're kind of...
Let's see.
To the
Of course, we are covering breaking news right now. The Palisades fire, another fire breaking out right now. This one is being called the Eaton Fire.
The Eaton Fire, turning our attention to the Altadena area, as we've been reporting, has continued to grow in size.
I haven't really driven to this side of California or even of LA County. I mean, I live in LA County.
maybe 2 miles away from my house right now.
I've been driven out here
It
for a
looks like
while.
They might have blocked the road to get to my neighborhood. That's why we're kind of in traffic right now. Do you see anything up there? see
I
a
just-
blockade, but
Yeah, blockade. I don't think you can't go past it.
I kind of blocked it out of my
it's
mind.
totally blocked off. I'm not sure.
I know that my family's safe over there. But man, cuz I'm pretty local to this. I live in California. But just some stuff to think about.
Sure how we're gonna actually get to the house. Maybe there's a detour.
We could take the detour, Alvaro. We could just hop on a car with Alvaro and he'll figure it out.
We're meeting up with one of my friends, Alvaro, right now, who has a truck. It's much higher off the ground than my car, which we're gonna need if we plan to access my house, because there's a lot of downed trees, power lines that my car's probably just not gonna do well with. So let's meet up with him.
Well, I
and see
mean,
what we can do.
Yeah, that's not what
This is blocked off.
you wouldn't want
Looks
to take
like
a
there are
RS
still
straight
some
through that.
cars.
Oh.
What is going on here? Oh, he's all right. That was another guy. That wasn't us.
He's just annoyed.
That cop is chewing out some driver back there. So yesterday, when you and Alvaro were trying to access my house, I was obviously out of town still. But initially, the cops tried to push you away, and then Alvaro said that he was a friend of mine, that I lived up there, that he was trying to rescue my cats and dog, which was a lie, but it actually worked, and the cop let you guys by. So that's when you were able to confirm that there was nothing left of the house.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Get that McDonald's sign. That McDonald's sign is gone.
Wow.
Alright, so McDonald's is the rendezvous point. Gone. That McDonald's sign is...
Why is only the... It's like it burned from the M.
Alright, so McDonald's is the rendezvous point.
The lighting element? No, the lighting element's still intact. That's funny. I guess the red is it absorbing more heat or
Alvaro
something?
and his doomsday truck have arrived. Check it out, brother.
I have a friend named Alvaro, so when I hear Alvaro, it sounds so weird. It's like whenever you hear someone say Mario. That's what I'm feeling like right now.
Holy crap.
God damn.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's terrible, man.
We're at the intersection, about to pull onto my street, but it looks blocked off. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to fabricate a bit of a story here to see if the cops will let us by. We're just gonna say that we're gonna swing by my house, or what's left of it, to grab my office keys if they're still surviving. That way I can actually have a place to stay for the night.
Are they only letting one person in at a time, or what's the story? Let me get out and talk to him. He called for backup.
Okay.
Wow, he called for backup. Why is he putting his hand on his fucking gun?
They are telling us to go down. They're not super happy.
I gotta wait for them to go so I can turn around. I'm trying to. Okay, alright. Don't drive past cones right now. Wow.
It does look like they're letting people walk up. They just don't want vehicles driving up the hill, so
They don't
I think
want
we're just gonna
looters.
park and just go by foot. Alvaro brought shovels for us so that we can sift through the ash a bit easier. So we got 2 shovels, and Mike has a hoe, because he has a hoe. Wow. Unfortunately, my house is pretty much the last one on the street, so we actually have maybe a mile and a half to walk up this very steep hill before we get there. Quite a bit of scenery on the way, like this broken power line that's been split in 2 and hanging precariously, seemingly by a thread.
This power line is completely sideways. That motorcycle's all right. Those cars are not. This used to be a house. It is no longer. The damage is getting increasingly intense, and the air quality is getting increasingly worse. Really got to wear your K95s here. It's getting pretty hard, harder to breathe. Another sketchy power line, and something still smoldering over there. We're gonna go around this caution tape cautiously. That is, that's the bottom of a power line. Whoa, that is like molten metal.
Wow.
Coming from the car.
Look at the brakes.
Holy crap.
They literally were working on their pool.
All right. Wow.